And not only that, if you don't give Zillow the direct feed, then you're going to have to cut off Realtor.com. You can't cut off Realtor.com. They got to spend some special deal on it. I guess we can't cut them off. And you can't cut off Redfin because Redfin's a company. So if you cut Zillow off, you're not helping the problem. You're just going to make it worse because then somebody else is going to take advantage of that. So it's too late. They should have done this in 2008. One of the reasons why they've given away the information for free is because membership was collapsing. So when you give that information away for free, it helps the associations, it helps NAR. You know why? It allows people to be part-time agents.
Yeah.
What's Zillow? What is Zillow?
Marketing firm.
Oh, yeah, but what is it? It's our assistant. Hey, how many times does somebody send you, hey, that's right, we don't find houses anymore. We show houses, right? Let's be real. How many times does a client, in the past, I always found them. And I went in at 8 o'clock or whatever time, and I searched, I found it, called them, I found a house for you, let's go check it out. Now,
we're even finding the houses that aren't on MLS.
That's right.
Saying upcoming homes.
That's right.
And asking us to show them, but we can't.
That's right. So why would you do coaching programs that haven't changed since 1999 or 2005 or 2006 when you just said it that it's changed, the market's changed drastically. So why would you keep on doing that stuff that when we already know the market has changed? The people are finding the houses themselves. That's why Redfin has blown up because they found a niche. 60% of the people that find their own homes want some kind of compensation. That's why Redfin's killing it. Do people go to Century 21 or Remax, or they go to Redfin, the website? They're going to Redfin, right? Redfin's only been around 6 or 7 years. And they're blowing out all these franchises have been around for 6, 7 years because Redfin saw the niche, attacked it, and killed it. And now they're killing it. And
that's what you did.
They just came to Vegas right now. So that's how you have to, the market's changing every 6 months. You have to stay on top of it, and you have to adapt to it. And a lot of the franchises, they're still doing models that they've done for 20, 30 years. In franchise law, you can't change. You have to keep everything the same. So why a franchise that something successful in New York or California might not be successful in Nevada, but they can't change because of franchise laws. They can't give, Remax's whatever, $195 a person, whatever it is, all right? They can't change that for the brokers. They have to keep it the same for everybody. Well, the market's different in different markets, so that's why independent firms are blown up right now because it gives flexibility to people to market, especially right now. The number one thing for an agent, they have to be flexible, especially here in Vegas. We have 4 different homeowners right now. We got the people that have equity, okay, that have less than 10%, okay? That's why I came up with the 1%, is because 10%, 72,000 homeowners in Vegas, and this is what you got to find out in your area. Quit doing this blanket marketing stuff. It's the stupidest thing in the world, okay? You can't do blanket marketing anymore, okay? And farming one area in Nevada or California is a waste of time because if you farm one area, there's not enough homes in that area for you to be successful because you're sending a blanket thing, marketing. When here, you can figure this out in your own area, but here's Vegas. So 52% of the homes in Vegas are non-owner occupied homes. They're investors, right? Why would you send them a traditional marketing to sell their house? They're not going to sell. They're not going to pay 5 or 6%. Okay, there's not. Let's be real. Okay, so why would you send? Now you have 48% of all the homes in Vegas are owner occupied, right? But only half of them have equity. Okay, so that's 24% of the homes. Half of the owner occupied homes. Okay, so owner-occupied only half of the owner-occupied have equity. So that 25% of all the homes are still underwater in Vegas, okay? So those are short sales or whatever, you gotta help them on, right? Then the other 25% have equity, but only half of them have, so when CoreLogic comes and says, here, buy these postcards and send them to the people with equity. Well, whoa, how much equity do they have? Okay, so in Vegas, 25% of the homes that are owner-occupied and have equity, right? But only half of them have more than 10%. So only half of them have more than 10%. So all these agents out there are going after this 12% of them. They're calling, they're making 100 phone calls, and only 12 people can, if they get a hold of those 12 people, but only 12% of them can even use their service. That's why it's so competitive and so difficult in these areas right now because of what happened the last 5 years and the shortage of inventory and now goes. You have to change your marketing for that. And it's not easy. There's no secret sauce for it. It's just we figure it out. How can that person use my service? Yes. okay, what postcard do I want to send him? What phone call, or what I want door knock, what script, whatever you want to do, what are you going to use for that person? I mean, does it make sense to go up to an owner, an investor, and use the same, hey, I can get you out of this house? No. If I know a person has 10% equity, or 8%, and they want to buy a new house, I just sold a house for free so they could buy a new home. Okay? You can't do, that's the kind of stuff you got to do in order to create a deal. I created a deal out of nothing. You have to be flexible. You have to be able to talk to the homeowner, see what they want, and change it ahead of that. So we have about 5 minutes left?
Yeah.
5?
The ever-expanding 5 minutes, yeah.
That's right.
No, you're so interested, you just keep going. Tell them.
Make
I don't
them get
think
the
anybody's going to ring my bell.
Double work for what you get paid. You're working twice as hard to get paid what you got for 2 transactions. You're working maybe 1.
What now?
You're working twice as hard if you're going to sell it for free and then give them a house. So you're doing twice as much work.
Well, that deal, hey,
Understand?
that deal,
He said 50%.
better one deal than no deals.
That's what-
Right? Because that deal doesn't exist. The new home pays me 4% on a $400,000 home when other agents are going to say, oh, no, I'm not going to do that for free. Okay, I'll do that for free, and you go give me my 16 G's over here. For doing what? A new home is a joke. Right? So you got it. These people are in Vegas, and the first time in 5-10 years, they have equity and they want to move to another area because the areas have changed. So the new homes, these people didn't have enough equity. They barely had enough. I did a video of it too and put it on Facebook. And so I took their no equity home, sold it for free, and they were able to buy a new home. Not only that, how many referrals do you think the guy's going to send me? They love it. Now I got their kids on video saying how much they like the community. I got their kids on video how much they like the community. You know what the kids said? The kids said, I don't count my money. I count how many people's dreams I come true. And these kids are on the video saying, yeah, I like the community because I come out and I can play with the kids. So that is powerful. And that's better than marketing. One happy client is worth $10,000 in advertising. So when I do that deal for free, I just pay $10,000 for advertising. So that's the kind. So the franchises are saying, not franchises. A lot of big brokers are not adapting that because if too many agents do that, the broker model falls apart because they need their piece. So yeah, they would like that, but that's why the independents, you got to be flexible, and we're no longer flexible. And the big franchises they dropped the ball because how in the world can Zillow be where Zillow is today when you had a 50-year head start, you had the Wall Street money, you had all this franchise fees. What'd you do with that money? You know what they did? They gave it to their Wall Street buddies because they're not owned by individuals anymore. They're all owned by Wall Street. All that money went to paying dividends away. It didn't go into investing in technology. There is no way that Zillow should be the #1 place for people to go to websites. Not even real estate related. So the other thing that so people think, will Zillow open their own brokerage? How many people think Zillow will open their own real estate company?
That's the rumor.
Eventually, yeah, somehow, some way. Trulia, my thing is they're just going to turn Trulia into a Redfin model. Why wouldn't that be? I mean, Trulia would kill it because Trulia has 37. Trulia's traffic is more than Redfin, and they already have the agent. They already have the people in there, and we already see what Google. Is everyone familiar with the new company 10X?
Yeah.
That's Google. That's Google.
That one failed, I thought.
No. They just started in January.
They changed it.
Yeah, 10X. It's 10-X. It's like 10 times. 10 times the savings, 10 times the exposure, all that. So if you go to 10X, they just started January 1st. Watch. Go to real estate. Google. They own obviously YouTube. So go to a YouTube video that has like Century 21 or something, or Remax, or any real estate video that has a lot of hits. What comes up at the very bottom? Yeah, find your next house through auction.com or 10X. You have Gmail accounts? Okay, you know you don't own those emails, right? Who owns those? That's right. What are you? A realtor. So if I have all your emails,
you can spam everyone.
that's right. Legally and ethically.
I agreed to it, but I don't know where it was.
Yeah. No. There's a service right now that I use that if I have your email, I can pay the company not to market your clients, but to market all your emails. So any email you send out, I can market.
On my email.
Yeah, I don't know which ones are your clients or not, and I don't have those emails, but I can pay the company to send them out.
That and more, and follow up with a cookie on top of it.
That's right, and if they click it,
Follow their friends as well. Ethically,
yeah, exactly. And if I'm a company that owns all those emails, and I just got into real estate, how powerful is that?
That is powerful.
And not only that, you saw how Google switched the right-hand sides now?
Yep.
That's huge. All these Boomtown conversion and all these other commissionings, that was their bread and butter right there. A lot of people click, 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 click. Now you got 4 and 3. So if you control the search engines and you have a real estate company, mortgage company, and they don't care about being paid on the listing, what do they want? The big data. How much information do you receive when you're listing a house? You do it for free.
Everything.
They have everything. That's worth $15,000, $20,000 because they have that information for life. So you want a car, you want life insurance, you want a list, blah, 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 blah. And I don't know the details on this, but I think Google opened a mortgage broker in California.
yeah.
They did. They opened a mortgage. I don't know the details on it. I guess they opened some kind of.
I heard they scrapped that though.
I heard one of them.
Yeah, they just started it this year. All this stuff just started this year.
Yeah.
It's something where they broker it out and they find you the best deal.
Right.
So if you have a Gmail, you guys get the picture on the Gmail stuff. So
Forget about those.
fast forward. Does everybody know what interactive brokers is for stockbrokers and financial analysts?
Yeah.
So that's the same. That's how we're moving towards real estate, and it's happening in light speed right now. And then the technology. So a lot of cold calls. How many people still cold call? No one? Here's what happens with cold calls. First of all, if you're going to do it, have a different message. But here's in Vegas, and I'm sure wherever you're at, the same thing. But Vegas, what a disaster. Because there's some companies, there's one company right down the street that has at least 50 agents a day calling, okay? This is just one company. There's more than that. But here's the numbers. Watch the numbers. Because technology has killed the cold calling scripts. Because why? Because Mojo, you can call so many people so quickly, right? And they'll get to voicemail, whatever. So this one company using automatic dialers. Remember, when all this cold calling stuff came up, people dialed, right? So you couldn't hit 200 people a day, right? Because the automatic dialer hits 200 people, leaves a message, all that. The good thing about doing it, if everybody went back to dialing the phone and no automatic dialers, cold calling would be effective again. But since everybody's using automatic dialers, people are getting too many calls, okay? And so it's not fresh, it's not new, and they start out the same way. Hi, my name is, I am from. Click, okay? Now, here's why it's not working. So there's 50 people, right, doing 200 calls a day. It takes about an hour, 2 hours to do 200 because you got the automatic dialer. So you have 50 people calling 1,000 people a week. Okay? This is just one office. And that's only 50 people. There's 13,000 realtors in Las Vegas. Okay? 50 people, that's 50,000 calls a week, right? There's only 500,000 homes in Vegas. Okay? So every 10 weeks, just that little group, okay? Just that little group has reached every single homeowner. That's only 50 agents. There's probably, 1,000 agents doing that? In Vegas? I don't know. I mean, I'm just guessing. I know that one office has 50. But all the companies, a lot of the big companies, they don't train like they used to train us, right? The learning curve when I first started was 2 years, okay? You had to learn the schools, you had to learn the floor plans, you had to learn the areas, you had to learn everything, blah, blah, blah. And you had a mentor and they took you, and now, what's the training? 90 days? The learning curve is 60, 90 days. You have agents, boom, 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 in 60, 90 days. And what is their training system? Here's the script. Here's the automatic dialer. Start calling. When you get a live one, let us know. Okay? That's the training. That's the training now because of technology. And that's why when you have 50 people making 50,000 calls, okay, why would a company do that? Well, if I own that company, I'm getting 50,000 free calls, right? I'm getting 50 agents making 50,000 calls. I'm sitting pretty because it's a numbers game. Out of 50,000 phone calls, me as the owner of that company, okay, I'm going to get at least 5 or 10 deals. And I'm going to get my 50-50, right? But long term, that's hurting the It's hurting the image of realtors and real estate agents because we're becoming known as cold call, right? That's the thing now. But people are asking, well, if it's hurting our industry long term, why are they doing it? Well, they're doing it because they're making a killing right now. These big brokers are making a killing.